Because we have what's called a high density altitude today, we don't want to overthrow those engines over 10, so instead of just doing 40, 50, you can easily just have a pretty air moving through those turbines right now. And you may think that, why don't we just keep the aircraft over here, take them off and reveal the black, and on the steel of the bodies of those cars, all the red stay on and it stay red. And guess what? We got the classic black with the red paint scheme of your Chicago Fire Department. Now stay hydrated out here, everybody. Have a great day. We got a lot more show coming up. On behalf of Fire Commissioner Annette Nance Holt, Mayor Brandon Johnson, and all the uniform members of the Chicago Fire Department, thank you for watching this demonstration of the rescue techniques and the flying and boat handling skills of your Chicago Fire Department. Yeah, baby, let's give a great big round of applause for Chris Habermel. If you got your radios with you, you can sure mention WCBM News Radio 780 on the AM dial. 3, 4, man, he is wrapping up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hey, Kevin, I thought it was 10. Way to go, Kevin Coleman. Welcome to Chicago, the extra 300. Inside, outside tumble. He calls this the poltergeist. Kevin is a second-generation pilot. He began flying lessons and aerobatics at the tender age of 10 with an American aviation legend father, and he got his license on his 17th birthday. He got his commercial on his 18th birthday. Remember, the propeller turns to the right, torque is to the left, and he will tail slide right back down. Flies the airplane. You got it. Backward. Yeah, tumble, let that nose fall down, kick in the smoke, and head back down. He will trade that altitude for airspeed. Fall back to almost 300.
What am I doing?
You're going to see it in a special just a little bit. He calls this maneuver the shockwave. The big special, which is a smaller bike wave. You're going to see one with super power. That's not really about to get flying tumble right here at center stage. Bobby Pitts flies at this, and it was actually the staple in the airshow business and the competitive aerobatic business. One of the first real competitors was the negative cheese. Upside down flying, pushing forward on that stick. Very tiny cockpit by that seatbelt like that. Can't get it straight enough to see those up over the top. Gotta do the Raptor turnaround for us right there. Dedicated to the F-22 Raptor. Whatever he calls the spiraling tower, the covering low. should be three of them. But when he comes down, he's going to make a quarter turn and head out. That makes this really a quarter release maneuver. He's going to recover right here. And later on in the program, as Kevin will come back and perform with his friend Bill Stein. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in from AIRSHOW right, Warbird Thunder Air Shows. These are two World War II era ex-Navy advanced training aircraft designated SNJs. The demonstration features classic aerobatic and military training maneuvers while showcasing the precision, beauty, and grace of formation aerobatics. Right now, one of the oldest aerobatic maneuvers, the classic loop, first performed back in 1913. Skilled art demanding discipline and trust. Formation is designed for target separation. Inbound from the north side now. This next maneuver is part loop, part roll, known for its elegance. It's the barrel roll, and since the 1930s, the barrel roll has been a cornerstone of military flight training worldwide. The Navy and the Marine Corps aviators had it. Notice that the formation has changed. They're now in what's called close training. It's very similar to that. Of course, trailing requires incredible precision because the wingman is singularly focused on the lead.
特别丢哦，好，这几公里面去的没冰啦，好像没看哦。
Sections out of military service by the mid-1950s. The service continued for decades and developed.
Cut you down. You may throw your rock. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark, brought to the light. You can run on for a long time. Run on.
GT's and the lead aircraft resides in Virginia Beach. He's a third-generation pilot and learned to fly at age 17. His Naval Aviator fighter was his instructor. GT earned flying time flying as an instructor, towing banners, and also flying jumps. All right, setting up on the right, they're setting up for a special maneuver. This maneuver is dedicated to the men and women of the military and their families who've had to sacrifice so much for their service. It's a big old land with countless strings. Get ready for, get those cameras out, the giant heart in the sky. The pilot maker from World War II.
Thank you for coming to work today.
One more chance, we're going to reposition up to the north side of the AIRSHOW box and fly from north to south. This is an opportunity. And then the C model, which is the carrier version for the United States Navy. Test and report. talk about the aircraft that's coming in here. This is one of two brand new Bell 407 GXIs, full mission capable, single engine helicopter. It's the big sister, big brother, if you will, of a Skywatch. Here we fly the 206L, the Long Ranger. This is a 4-bladed rotor system, big engine on there. 133 knots cruise, range 337 nautical miles. It's a very reliable power plant. With health of that engine monitored by unknown twin fuel. Bell 429 Global Ranger and two of these Bell 407 GXIs. Each helicopter is built with state-of-the-art law enforcement surveillance equipment. We'll go ahead and get that aircraft forward pitch here on this very high-density altitude day. Going to tip that aircraft forward, tip that rotor disc forward, get some air moving through there, extend, and escape. So, that being the case, let's have a big round of applause for your Chicago Police Marine unit in the area. She was one of the first women. She was a pioneer. Susan Dacey, Big Red, her super steerman. And over the top, that is an open canopy airplane. So what holds her in when she's upside down doing that happy rejuvenate right there, let's see if she can. Shoulder harnesses actually tight, very tight around her. When she got this airplane, it had a canopy. She decided to take it off, and she's utilized that aircraft as an open canopy shoulder. Susan grew up in Harvard, Illinois, at a family-run airport. Her father started just before World War II. Growing up, she was always around airplanes. Her brothers were pilots. Dave Davis used to fly in this ship a lot. Large, smoky biplanes, so she's really comfortable and home with Susan did pursue a career in commercial aviation, and she used to fly night runs through the southeastern United States, all of canceled checks. I don't think she did that anymore, but that's one of the ways she had to build flying time. When you're trying to get an airline job, you need a couple things. You need all the legal ratings, airline transport pilot certificate, and you need flying time. Everybody wants to have at least 1,500 flying hours. And of course, you got to have that much to get the rating, but it always helps to have a lot of flying time. Up and over the top, upside down, looking down on the show line. Susan Dacey and Big Red. She eventually got to take a position flying for Commuter Airlines in the Midwest, and then she was finally offered a position at American Airlines. She's flown the 727, the DC-10, the MD-80, the Boeing 757, the Boeing 767, the Boeing 777, the Boeing Dreamliner. There's a very powerful aircraft that more efficient, they're lighter, and they do the job very, very well. So a lot of these airplanes end up AIRSHOW to do it when Susan stood now. Of course, back after World War II, some of the pilots who bought those airplanes would get into flying airplane out to make a buck. So they'd go out in the farming community, they'd land in a field, maybe they'd hire somebody to wear a billboard board on both sides of their body, walk through town, say, hey, come out to Joe Smith's farm, take an airplane ride, and it was sort of the start of the AIRSHOW. So very little control, no rules or regulation for this aircraft. As he's taking it straight up here, big old vertical roll going up to the top, and then with a flat spin coming down. Rocking and rolling on that airplane. Man, it's cranking up the airspeed as he dives down toward the deck. Picking it up in an article, he's actually tumbling nose over tail. How does he keep from getting dizzy up there? I tell you, it makes me dizzy just watching it fly. After giving it the engine up there. In Indiana, he was watching air shows flying remote control models. He graduated from Purdue University in the flight program over there, where he received his first aerobatic. That was back in 1992. Bob's been performing air shows for over 18 years, holds a service level aerobatic waiver, and known as Navy Pier. Yeah, inside out loop, you know, he's rolling as he's doing that loop coming down here. My guy should do it
Nào bố má,
inside,
bố
with the
má.
right side up.
Nhưng mà một tầm anh mẹ pin người cho người mẹ pin control người pin người mẹ
Let's go. He's flying backwards, yes ma'am. Setting up for Cuban Aikens, a series of rolls here. Nicknamed the Warthog. Now this airplane was specifically built for close air support. There are so many stories that you can tell about the Warthog. You see it has, there's two more coming in, flight of 4. You'll notice that the cockpit is raised up. The engines are high in the back. It is a straight-winged airplane. A 37mm round has inspired. Let's watch as they come in here in what would be a classic attack formation. The A-10, Thunderbolt 2, the Warthog. Now, even though it's a large airplane, and you see when it turns belly up, it's a big airplane. But when it's side to us, it's a very small profile. It's a hard target to hit. The interesting thing is the aircraft was accessed over the boat, as we got two more coming in from air to the right. And they would circle out there, just sit there. And you didn't know what their target was going to be. And the ammunition that they carried is so incredibly lethal, so incredibly accurate. Watch now as the first two aircraft come back in. Turning sideways, that's a typical attack. Bank angle coming in. Very, very small profile right there. This aircraft has a lot of things. It does make it safer for the pilot. That titanium bathtub is one. The self-sealing fuel cells is another. If the cells get hit, they will seal themselves. All right, 3 and 4 are going to go to the south, then they're going to come in and execute a bomb attack. Let's watch. Also, these guys, for their protection, they have a 0-0 ejection system, and it works up to about 518 miles an hour. They can be setting on the ramp, on the ground, and pull ejection. Two-ship formation, the A-10 Thunderbolt 2, affectionately known as the Warthog. The stories from captured prisoners in the last Dallas Air Force Base in Texas. Coming in now, passing in review, the B-1B Lancer Bomber. Welcome back to Chicago.
Crazy, so you're in London for a day, but you didn't.
We were in Oxford for two days. Yeah, she wanted to go to Oxford for grad school, but then she switched her major. So I don't know if she's going to do that.
What is she studying?
So she was physics, and now she's pre-nursing.
Okay.
It's a really awkward. But it like doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. But no, it's a cute helmet. Yeah.
That was actually like probably my top. So, yeah, it was
Oh,
really
that's
nice.
cool.
I didn't love. Going up to drop some boats out of the back. Yeah.